Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Lydia with Raindrop Lila, and today we're gonna work in this journal again. I have a few more pages that I want to finish up. I have this little rose right here and I was thinking to add it. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this down right here. And I always love using my Fabric Fix glue or even Fabri-Tac. Works really well. I've used different types of glues, but this is always my favorite. What's your favorite kind of glue? I'd love to hear what you like to use. I also use like the Elmer's glue. Just the glue stick, but I find that it gets on my hands and it gets so tacky that I'm not, I don't always love using it. But I feel like the Fabri-Tac, if it gets on my fingers, it just kind of comes off really well. Like you just rub it off and it comes off, if that makes sense. Okay, we're just gonna do a little bit more collaging on here. And since I have a label here with like a quote, it says, "Thankful for the blessings in my life." Here I can either write about the blessings in my life, or I can just add like a little photo or some kind of focal point that kind of represents the quote. You don't have to, but that's kind of my thought process. That's kind of like what I like to do. But you can definitely just do collaging and not think about it. Just kind of layer papers and just make what looks pretty. So I don't always have like a reason for everything, but sometimes I do think about it so that it gives it a little bit more meaning. Okay. And then I think I'm going to add some masking tape to kind of cover up these little pieces, that like the little gaps between the paper and the like the collage. I'm gonna add a little bit up here too. See that? Okay, what else should I do to this page? I can kind of pick through some of these pieces. I can add a little bit of lace. You know what? I'm gonna trim it and see how it looks. A lot of times I just kind of play around with my pieces to kind of see where they take me. I have some words there. I have all these fussy cuts that I started. This one, I think it's pretty, but down here I feel like it gets a little bit lost. Maybe because the colors are match. But this one stands out a little bit better, but I'm still gonna look and see what else I could use. I like the textured paper. I always love using a bit of that. And I also love the writing. Maybe I'll do that there. Maybe I should add a little bit of this. Let's see. I have a bit of fabric that I can layer. I'm trying to find some kind of focal point at this point. I can do a bird. I can do this too. But I already have these in the journal, so maybe I'll move on and see if I have something else I could use. I can do this. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna cut some of the pieces off so I can see how maybe I can just make my own little I kind of like that there, maybe. Let's see, what if I do a label? I kind of like this here. I'm going to glue this one down. It just gives a little bit more like texture and interest. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out what I want with the rest of the background page. Maybe I should do a little, I like this, but maybe I already have a label there. So what if I do a fairy? This is a different fairy, so I think it's okay. Or you know what I was going to do? I just remembered now, whoops. I'm kind of drawing a blank on what I want to add. So what I do then is, this is why I like to have a lot of different options. I think I'm going to just go ahead and cut some of these out. Okay, so I'm gonna move these a little bit. I always need to have like a good amount of things to work with. And I think I'm gonna just set these all aside and just do a little bit more cutting so that I can kind of get a feel for what I want to do. So I might use these birds. Okay. Let's see what else. This is printed on just regular copy paper. And because again, I didn't want too much bulk, although I love to print these on cardstock technically, especially in a bigger journal, that's what I would do. But this is okay because I'm doing a lot of layering. This is really cute, I think. And even if I don't use it in this journal, I'm going to cut it out because it's always nice to have things cut out and ready to go. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I do love to have like my little box of pieces already cut out. And so I don't mind cutting out extras because then I get to choose which ones I want to use, right? That's why I have like this little piece. I have this little piece with all these little cutouts, and I keep them on my desk. And whatever I don't use, like for this little journal, I can file them away or put them in a little like container, and I have them all ready for any new project because like birds are really, I feel like they go with any journal, and same with butterflies and flowers. Those are great little focal points for making tags or adding to collages. So I love having them ready because once this fussy cutting is done, I'll have like a good little supply to choose from. And then if I want to do a quick little craft, it's so nice to, okay, so I just cut part of it off because I know that it needs to be smaller to fit in here, right? So I know that if I have these ready, this is just one of my tips. If I'm like tired and don't feel like cutting a bunch of things out, but I want to do it like a quick page in my personal journal, I have these all ready to go. I can just pull them out and have my page layout. I can kind of pull it together pretty quickly if I have all the pieces ready. So a lot of times the prepping really helps me. I think this is cute. Maybe I like it here because of the contrast, see that? But I'm gonna keep looking because I think those are done. I also like this because this has like peach in it, and then this is kind of peachy also, the colors, right? So it brings it on that page. But I'm not sure yet, so I'm gonna set it aside. And I'm gonna just, maybe I should cut these flowers out too. And you know what? I'm going to cut this out too, because see how this is like a pale, like a cream? I can do my journaling on that. Like I'll use coffee dyed paper for that, but I can use bits and pieces from my scraps too. So then I'm just cutting this little flower out. This is such a cute little butterfly journal. I keep thinking that it would be a really cute gift for like a little girl. Like if you have like a little niece you want to send something to. I think it's really cute. But this one is for me. And then this little cluster of birds is so cute. I have a couple other projects I just started, so I'm excited to finish this little butterfly journal and just have it ready. And so I can move on to another project. I know that sounds bad because obviously I want to enjoy this process, but a lot of times when I'm like close to being finished with one project, I'll get my next projects ready, and that to me is really exciting. And a lot of times I change things up and go into a different direction, like style-wise. I'm not sure why I do that, but I find that I do that a lot. Like if I'm designing something really pale and pastel, I might move to another color or just something a little bit different. Now, isn't that cute? You can even write a word in there, maybe. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna keep cutting these little birds out because I think they're so cute. I love the way they look in the trees. And then we'll see how we use them. Although I think I'm gonna cut right here. I'm gonna cut. So the focal point is mainly the birds. So yeah, I have a couple more projects all ready to, I want to get started on them, but I'm trying to be really good and finish what I started. But, and I have a couple of digitals in the works that I'm really excited about because for me, creating, like crafting, paper crafting, is just one of my creative outlets. And then creating digitals feels just like paper crafting, except it's on the computer. And so a lot of times, like I'll sit, have my coffee, and work on my digitals, especially if I'm like really tired. And I don't know why. I do better like on the computer than physically crafting if I'm really tired. That sounds kind of weird, but okay. I'm gonna tear this because it's got script and I like script too. This could be used in a collage somewhere, right? Okay. I'd love to hear how long you guys have been working with junk journals, or how long you've been doing junk journaling. I always find it really interesting because I think a lot of people actually do have had some other type of creative background before junk journaling, and I love to hear your guys's like history with like creating. if you guys want to share in the comments. I used to do a lot of scrapbooking. I was a big scrapbooker and I love scrapbooking, but now that I do junk journaling, I feel like junk journaling is almost like a rebellious scrapbooker. I think it's so funny, but that's what I feel like, because I remember going to those scrapbooking parties where you hear all about the like creative memories and how to preserve your pictures. And by the time you were done, you're gonna be spending like a lot of money on all the little pieces and all the glues and the papers. And I remember that it was such a big deal to use any other glue. So I was like, oh, I always have to have my, special glue. And I always had to have all the special pieces. And I remember when like I was making a scrapbook about like a vacation we took, and we went to like an amusement park, and I wanted to include some of the memorabilia in it. And I kept thinking, no, you can't, because it's not acid free. But then you know what? I was like, I don't care. It's my journal. I just added it in there. But I remember everybody would be like, no, don't do that because it's going to ruin your pictures. So I find junk journaling super freeing. I still love scrapbooking, and I think it's a great way to make like a heritage journal where you want to pass it down and you want to make sure your pictures don't get ruined, especially if you're using originals. And so I understand that aspect of it. But I like to actually create, like just record my just like daily life, because I love to look through my journals and just remember. I'm really, that brings a lot of joy to me, to just write about like all the memories and then go back and look and see like different things the kids did or said, or like moments with my family, my husband. So I love those things. And you get to a point where you're creating so many journals that at least for me, I just wanted to include everything from my life. And I like them not to have to be perfect, like perfect little books where everything's lined up perfectly. I remember one of my first journal pages that I made, not journal, scrapbook pages that I made. I remember I had a paper cutter that I used, but when I matted the pictures for my layouts, they were still a little bit off. They weren't like perfectly like a machine made. If you do it like on a computer, you can get like the perfect lines. But in my scrapbook, for some reason, even though I measured everything, my lines were never perfect, when I matted. So they would be off just by a hair. And I remember somebody mentioned it. Oh, I can see this isn't perfect. And I was like, oh, seriously? That's all you can see? But anyways, so I do like the imperfect look. I just embrace that now. I'm like, it's okay. It's my journal, and it's my scrapbook. And I do it for my own. Like, it's a way to express your creativity and also a way to record your memory, right? So that's how I love using my journals. Anyways, so yeah. I think I've been rambling on for a bit, and I'm not sure what my point was. I think my point was that I love junk journaling because it's, Oh, I was asking about what your guys' background was. Because most people I find have some sort of creative outlet before junk journaling. But if you don't, that's totally fine too. I mean, I had time when when I didn't do anything creatively. I put everything away in boxes because my kids were little and they needed a lot of attention and care. And then I also, you know, had like my house and cooking and all that stuff to do. So I didn't create for a long time when my kids were little. But I think that there are seasons in life when you have more time to spend, and that's okay. You know, when things get busy, you know that you can always come back to it when things slow down. That's what I thought, at least, you know. I thought I can always come back to it when my kids are older. And I would just kind of do crafts with them. That was my creative outlet, is I would include them in some of the crafting. And I also did a lot of photography then, because I would wear my baby in a little carrier. And my daughter was like 5. And so I was able to kind of like do a lot of photography of her, or like do little photo shoots of her. And she was old enough where I can plan things out and talk to her. Anyway, so I focused a lot on photography when my kids were little. That was a little bit more of my history. And I used to do I learned a lot of editing for my photography back then. And now I moved on to doing like journals. But, and when my kids were little, I loved planning their parties and then doing all the little crafts and decorations, like handmade things for that. That was really fun. Okay. Okay, I'm going to pause the camera now because I think that I'm gonna try to finish these up a little bit off camera. Or should I just do them now? I guess I don't want to like just cut on camera and I don't want it to get too boring for you guys. But I do love having these ready because you'll see, I feel like they come together so much easier. And the thing is, if you don't like fussy cutting, you can use stickers, you know? You can use stickers, you can use Tim Holtz little cutouts. Those are really fun to use. And everything is kind of ready for you. And you can just have them. But I do love these birds. I think they're so cute. And so I'm just going to cut these out so I can have them ready to use. Or you can fussy cut things out of magazines too. I need to do that, you know. I used to have a lot of magazines and then I kind of stopped collecting them for a while, but I have a couple magazines that I could use that I could pull out and see what I could cut out, but I used to do that a lot. I used to do a lot of fussy cutting from magazines, and that's always fun to add to your collages also. It's funny how things kind of, how things change, because I remember, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago, when I first started crafting, I did a lot of collaging and a lot of, like I would cut things out of magazines to use. And then I moved on to scrapbooking, which was a lot more formal and like almost more refined, if that makes sense. And now we're back to kind of that collage style again, which I really do love. I love the collaging. It's so fun. And it has such a cool look to it. But I like all the different styles. Like if I'm creating, it's good. if that makes sense. I like to change things up and try new things. One thing I haven't done much of, and it's been really on my to-do list, is art journaling, where you use mixed media. I really want to get into that, but I've done a little bit of it in the past, but and again, I think I did that more like years ago, where I did the mixed media journaling and the what is it called? Altered books. I used to just alter the books. So that's almost like a form of junk journaling, I would say, but it was just a little bit different. And so I think that's pretty fun to do also. And I feel like it's really freeing. So like you can do anything, and it's, I don't know, I like that. So much fun. How cute are these little birds? Gosh, I love them. I'm going to link them down below if you guys, just to make it easier for those who want to go pick them up. And I always try to run sales for a limited time, of course, but as soon as my video comes out, I will try to run a sale on these for a few days. I can't keep it going necessarily, but I'll do that so that if you want to follow along and you do want to pick it up, you guys can get it at a little bit of a discount. Okay, so I do like to do that. I like to give sales to my customers when I can. So, okay. Okay, how cute is this bird? Or these birds, I mean. How cute is that? I love it. Okay, so these I'm going to actually try doing some tearing just to change things up just a little bit. That way I have that option also, where I can just use like just a little piece with the birds. See, that's like, it's a little bit more of a scrappier look to it than having it cut out perfectly, but it's okay. I like it too. I like to use both, so this is a good option too, especially if you don't like to cut things out perfectly. I'm gonna cut this heart out just in case I want to use this. This would make a good like little filler. Like I can add it, I don't know, maybe layer it behind or above, kind of above the birds maybe. We'll see how it looks, because it depends how it looks in the collage. So I have all these pieces here, and then I also want to do these, and again, I'm gonna tear. Oops. I'm gonna tear these pieces. I love this one because it's more teal, and I feel like it might have some contrast when I put it against some of the other ones. We'll see. Against some of my collaging, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I have these. Oops. Okay, and then I have these. I love this one. I think this is my favorite. I love this vintage image so much. It's so sweet. This is like me, and that's my husband. It's so cute. Or it's my daughter and my son. Is that just me? Am I the only one who does that? So cute. I love that. You know what? Maybe this should be here. Although they're facing this way, I would like them to face that way. I can change them in the computer, but that might take too much. Isn't that cute? Look, the bird is feeding the other one. That is so cute. I love them. Okay. I had an interesting weekend. My washing machine wasn't working, and my husband fixed it, and I was so happy to do laundry. It's so funny because, you know, laundry is not my favorite thing, but when you don't have, when you can't use it when you want to, and then you have it working again, you learn to really appreciate it so much more, you know? Let's see. That's kind of cute, but I don't know. I want to use this one somewhere, but is it too big? I should have printed it a little bit smaller, but you know what? Let's see if we can make it work anyways by tearing some of this. But isn't that pretty? This is great for background, so I'm going to set it aside. And then, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to make it a little bit smaller so I can just use it, right? I want to keep the flowers there, I think. Let's see, where can I use it? I don't have a place for it. I can always move this somewhere else and start this here. And you know what? I think this would look good with maybe a bit of lace. Isn't that cute? That's cute. Okay, and then what if I use some of this pretty handmade paper? I love using it. It's such a nice little detail. Maybe this lighter one. Let's see which one looks. I like that one, but let's see what else. The pink. I like these two also. That one could work. That one. The pink is so pretty. Look at those roses. Oh man, that's so pretty. I want to save it to work with my Parisian collection, but it looks so pretty here. Maybe I'll go with the blue. Look at that. Or a lighter blue. This is more gray. That one or this one. Maybe I'll go with this one. Let's see. That's so pretty. I love the embossing too. I'm going to tag Heather with Rose Hill Paper Cottage. I know she moved at this time, so she doesn't have these in her shop, but gosh, she makes such pretty paper. So you guys can follow her if you aren't already following her. And I love her papers. Okay. Let's see. That's so cute. Isn't that cute? I love it. But I'm thinking, how about we add some pretty white doily underneath, or just add some more layering like that maybe, or up here. Let's see. That's so cute. Now this, where should I put this? I can add it like this so it just kind of hangs out, and I can tear part of this off. Sorry, I covered it up a bit. So isn't that cute? I think that's really cute. I love the layering, okay? So that's That's me and my husband. So it had to be in this journal. Okay. Okay, let's see how that's gonna be in this one. So cute. I love this. Okay, so then I'm tucking that right there. So I'm going to use my fabric Fit Fix. So cool. My husband picked some up from Hobby Lobby, but I've ordered some from YouTube. Not YouTube, gosh. From Amazon before also. And I actually just signed up with Amazon affiliates so that I'm thinking to actually try to create more content. And so if anybody buys anything through my links, I get a very small, I think it's a very small percentage of it. But the good thing is, this is how I see it, is all the little bits of earnings that come through can hopefully add up and make it and kind of add up so that I can keep doing this. And that's kind of what is great about creatives, is that all the little bits that they add in, like, okay, I make digitals and now I'm doing that Amazon affiliate, that can actually help so that I can keep creating content for everybody. So anyways, that's kind of new for me, and I'm not quite sure how all the details work, but I'm trying to learn. Okay, I love this. Isn't that cute? I love the bird on there with all the little pieces. And maybe I should add the heart here somewhere because, you know, or maybe in here. I kind of like it here. Here or here. I kind of like it here. Just kind of sticking out there. And I don't mind that it's going to bend. See that? It's okay. I think it adds to it. Isn't that cute? Oh, that is so cute. Okay. Let's see. I want to add something in there now. Like some kind of words. Let's see what I have. I can do thankful. Thankful would be good. One tip, I think I've mentioned this before, is when I have so many words like this, I used to cut them all out at once, but then you have to physically go through each one. So what I'm doing is I'm keeping them like this, and then I just cut them as I go, because that way I can read them easier, if that makes sense. And then I can just keep them in a file box. But I think they're really cute if you like store them in like a little container too. But I have so many that this is easier for me to do. Okay, I think I'm going to cut out the ones that I think I want to work with. And then I'll decide, because I need to have a couple options to work with. These are all faith-based ones right here. This is from my Dreamy collection. These, like the pretty pastel colors. But I think these work. Blessed and thankful. So loved. I love that one. Okay. I'm going to cut that one out too. That's cute. Cute, cute. Okay. And then, is there something here that I can use? Or this one, let's see. Plants, herbs, botany, foliage, garden path. I like garden path, maybe for another page. Quiet reflections, nature's therapy. I love that a lot. I'm going to cut that out because I think I want to use that, because nature is extremely, like, so soothing. I never realized how important nature was. I mean, maybe that sounds ridiculous, but until we moved to Texas, we used to live in Seattle for a long time. And even though I loved going outside in the nature, it was really cloudy. And I don't know, my experience was a little bit different in Seattle than it is in Texas. In Texas, obviously, the weather is completely different and it's been really hot, but maybe it also has to do with the fact that we live more in the country. And so, and I work from home, and a lot of times I'm in front of the computer for like hours working on digitals. And even though I love it so much, my brain really needs a break, and going outside for a walk or just to watch the sunset has been so incredibly like uplifting, even though obviously I love what I do. But it's amazing how like de-stressful it is to just go outside. And it's amazing how like I don't realize it until I'm outside and I'm out in nature and I hear the birds singing, and then I watch the sunset, and it's like, I don't know, it's just an experience. So that means a lot to me. I love that. Or if I'm stressed and I go outside, I immediately feel extremely better. But okay, so what else? What truly matters? I love that. I love that because, I feel like a lot of times I have to ask that question, what really matters? What's important? And that really helps shift my focus. So anyways, simple, cottage, home, road, cozy, flower, in the moment. I love this too. It's so cute. Oh man. It just triggers emotions and memories. And a lot of times my husband will be like, let's go outside for a walk, and we'll go outside and just watch the sunset. Oh, wait, let's see. I like cherish too. So it just kind of, it's just good memories. Okay, so I can do this. Oh, you know what? I can like add one of these here even. Let's see, which one do I want to use? I don't know if I like the pink there. Maybe the blue works better. That one too. Okay, so thankful. And maybe basically I can do thankful and what truly matters also, because I'm thankful for what truly matters, right? They kind of go together well, I think. And I keep forgetting, and I just want to bring everything closer to me, and I keep forgetting that I need to kind of keep it on screen, or, kind of closer to you guys, to your view. Okay. So cute. I really love the way this is coming through. And so for me, when I create something, I really like to think about what it means to me, so that when I open this journal and I look at it, now it has more meaning to me than just a pretty page. Like I will see the little birds, and I'll remember like the times that me and my husband watched the sunset together, and it's like me and him on the bench. And then the words really help to kind of define it, if that makes sense. So it brings back personal memories for me. And that's really special to me. But I guess I won't say that every single page is like that, because I do create just for something to be pretty also. Okay, so I like this too, nature's therapy. Maybe this will fit somewhere else in this journal, because oops, I just lost it. Oh man. I just flung it across the room. Well, it went like way down under my table. I'm not even sure how it landed I have a vintage sewing machine, and I have the cover. It landed under the cover. Now, I don't know how it got under the cover because it's, you know, covered. It's the cover of the sewing machine. But that's hilarious. Anyways, it's running away from me. Okay, so I love this, but what else should I add to this? Maybe I want to add some texture, like this, maybe. Isn't that cute? That's so cute. I love it. It's natural. And it kind of matches the feel of it, I think. Maybe I'll just add it here. See that? But what else? I feel like I want to add something else. I don't know if I like this. Maybe I don't like the black against it. Maybe I want a softer edge. I mean, usually I like the label, but I'm going to tear it off and see if this works. So don't be afraid to work with your pieces, because sometimes maybe that's what it needs. Okay, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe. We'll see. I like this, but I'm going to bring out my little box with scraps. It's not really that little though, right? Look how many scraps I still have. I don't know if I'll be able to get through these. Okay, I like this. Let's see. I think I need to do another scrap buster because I feel like it's just, I'm not making much dent in it. So maybe I need to make a masterboard because that'll take up more of my scraps to make it. Okay, so how does this look? Do I like it? Let's see. I think I like it. I'm just gonna start gluing. Oops. I got a glob of glue that I can use. See that? Let's see. Do I want it lopsided? I'm trying to figure out if I like that. I got sticky fingers, so I'm trying to get the glue off. Okay, do I like this? Let's see. Is that focused? Let's see. What truly matters? I need a little bit more glue on here. I really am thinking I want to add something like in there. Maybe I'll add a stitch. I haven't done any stitching in quite a bit. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just add a little bit of detail with this. You know, the funny thing is, I haven't stitched in a while, and last night, I think it was last night, I feel like I dreamed, or maybe it was a thought, like right before I fell asleep, an idea of stitching. So I'm like, I need to stitch. I don't know if it was a dream or if it was just like right before I fell asleep, I had like a thought in my mind. So I think that I'll see if I can do my idea. And I forgot about it until like this moment. And a lot of times I forget. If I forget something and then I remember it, I will mention it so that I remember. Because if I speak about it or talk about it, then it's easier to remember. I like the little, okay, maybe I'll do 2 X's for, you know, the two of us. So cute. I'm gonna do another little one. Usually I go for 3, but I think that this is okay. I like it because it's meaningful, plus the space is really small. Okay, so I'm gonna make the hole right there. This is really tiny, guys. Oh man, I don't know if that even showed up on camera. Oops, I need to go down more. Nope, oh man. I'm trying to find this hole. See that? Okay, it's right there somewhere. I should not have poked it from this side, so I can just go in. Okay, I think I got it. It's just kind of hard to see. I'm trying not to stick my head into the camera. Okay, isn't that cute? I love it. So cute. I don't know, is it just me? I get so excited over my makes. I do love creating. So, okay. I need to sew more. I need to add more, you know, sewing. Because it's so fun. I think I never realized how much I love sewing, but my grandma was a seamstress. And she did all kinds of stuff, so I think I got it from her. But I didn't do much of it until like recently. Do I want it there, or what if I do it here somewhere? Now I'm thinking. I mean, I like it here, but I think I want to journal something. Something special. And now I'm thinking this might be hard for me to do on camera. But I'm gonna try. So that you guys can kind of see my process. And I might need to have an extra one here so I don't worry about if I ruin it. Okay, so I want to say what truly matters. To me. I think that is kind of a summary of what truly matters to me. My faith in God and my family is what truly matters to me, and I pray God keeps us in His perfect peace. That's just a little summary, I think. And so I'm going to write that on here, and let's see if so this is kind of my process. And when I write something, I first write kind of my thoughts down, and then I might change it, because you can see that I wrote this part first, and then I thought about it, and then I kind of rephrased it like this. And so now I'm going to write it again, and hopefully my writing will be okay. I'm not like thrilled about my writing, but it is my writing. It is what it is, and I do want to add it to my journal. Okay, I'm going to tear the top. Okay. So, sometimes I'll journal more. Sometimes it's just little snippets like this. Sometimes I'll just use a quote. Sometimes I'll find a quote that is just speaks to me and says exactly what I feel or think. And so sometimes that's what I'll use in my journal. Now I'm wondering if I should just tuck it in like that, maybe, so that it's a little bit interactive and you got to pull it out. Let's see. I don't know if I will do that, but I kind of am thinking to, because the scale of it is a little bit big. And so what if I do that, right? See that? What if I do that? What if I tie something around it? Like I have this little string, and I like that it's old. I don't even know where I got it from, but I coffee dyed it so that it looks old. I keep wanting to get ahead of myself and do like a couple pages at a time, but I can't seem to get to it. It seems like I'm like one layout at a time, and that's okay. I need to just embrace that snail's pace. Okay, so there I have it. And so this can just be a little tuck spot for my little note. And that way it's not like, it's just, and it is a personal little thing. So I think that will work. And I'm going to add some glue. Wait, I want to move it down more, like there. But now I'm thinking, what if I add something to this? Oops. Where did I have it? Like right there. Maybe I can. Right there. This would be cute too. Wouldn't that be cute? But I liked it down there. I'm gonna write on the back. And I made a little heart. I wrote our names on there. Okay. And then this, I think this is cute. I put it upside down, but that's okay. I don't mind. Maybe do that, but I'm thinking, wouldn't it be cute if I added a little flower on there? And you know what I just did? I just organized some of my dried flowers. What if I glue a dried flower on there? I think that would be cute. I'm going to go get my little bin with dried flowers, and then I'll show you guys how I'm storing them. I have a lot of different ones, but I'll show you guys in just a minute. Okay, so here's my little container. This was like a little muffin tin from like Costco. And I just went through one of my dictionaries and I pulled out all my little dried roses and flowers. Now I don't always store them just like this. This isn't even very pretty or functional because it doesn't have a cover. But it's functional for now. It's temporary. What I do have, though, just as a tip, is another box like this full of dried flowers in one of my closets. And I also have the Ferrero Rocher boxes full of dried flowers. But we're going to use some of these because this is what I have available. Okay, so we'll do that. Okay. So I have all these little dried flowers. Like, wouldn't this be cute in there? Oh man, let's see. That looks so cute. I love it. Oh, maybe I'll use that one. I don't even need to keep looking. What I do when I dry my flowers, I layer them with paper towels so that it pulls up the moisture in them, because I know you can do them in a microwave, and maybe I'll do a tutorial sometime, but a lot of times if I'm in a rush, I'll just like put them between book pages, right? Like I can do this, one of these too. This is cute. Should I do this or the pink? I kind of am leaning towards the pink ones. Okay, these are all flowers from the field, like right behind our home. There used to be a huge lake there, and it dried up, and as it was drying up, all these plants and flowers are like blooming in the field, and we would take walks out there, and this is one of the flowers I picked and dried. Now I want it to, I don't want it to come apart, so I'm thinking like, this is gonna be bulky, but that's okay. I'm wondering if I should glue it down or not. You know what? Maybe I will, or maybe I won't. I don't know. Should I glue it down? I kind of like it there. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of tape, of washi tape. That's kind of cute. Isn't that cute? I think that'll be really cute. You know what? That's okay. I have a ton of these flowers, so if it falls off, I can definitely, let's make sure it focuses. Okay, isn't that pretty? So if it falls off, I can definitely replace it. Okay, let's make sure it focuses now. This part. Okay. Yeah, so there we have it. And then I can just tuck that in there. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love it. So cute. Okay, so I have my birds and I have this. So cute. Do I need to add anything else? You know what? I think it's good. I think this layout is good. I got my little journaling inside. I got a dried flower. I got a little quote. So cute. I love that. Okay. So cute. Now, if you guys aren't making the butterfly journal with me, you can remember a lot of these tips that I use with the layering. You can use this on tags. You can use this in your own journals. You can always use a lot of these different techniques and on different journals that you are making. Okay. So here's what I have so far. Let's start at the beginning. I'm going to kind of do a little flip through. So cute. I am really loving it. Isn't that cute? I didn't finish this, but hey, I got an extra page done this session. That's cool. And then I moved on to this one. That's kind of how I work, guys. I kind of jump around a lot. It's just the way it is for me. This kind of glued. I can do journaling on here too. Okay. And then this. So cute. I'll have to think about what I want to write in here. So cute. I love it. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this little craft with me. I have basically craft with me's for all the different pages, but I also have short versions of it. So I have just craft with me's where I show you guys everything I'm doing, and it's pretty, they're pretty chatty. Craft with me's, I kind of go on and on. Just kind of explaining my thoughts and my process. But if you want to see how it comes together really quickly, I have the shorts and the reels also. So I have shorts on YouTube and I have the reels on Facebook and on Instagram if you guys want to see how it comes together like in 30 seconds. And so it skips a bunch of the steps, but it shows you the main idea. So I've been trying to have both of them so it kind of gives you guys an idea, and I can have something for everyone, I suppose. Okay, so plus I love making reels. My husband's been helping me and has been doing the video editing and the reels for me for the most part, but I'm doing some reels here and there too because they're so much fun for me. But here it is. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys enjoyed watching this, please hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit the bell button. Thank you so much for watching.